Before that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Our sponsor today is Inkwell Printing. As always, if you need any printing, volume copies, business cards, envelopes, brochures, flyers, promo items, booklets, carbonless forms, invitation, rubber stamps, photos, and all your printing needs, reach out to Inkwell Printing. They are located on 1900 East Dublin Granville Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229. Or you can give them a call on 614-888-2201. Inkwell Printing for all your printing needs, okay? Or if you want Believers Attire, okay? Since we started the show, Kumasi has been rocking amazing themed t-shirts, but Believers Attire is a Christian-themed t-shirt which aims to start conversations and to motivate and affirm our trust in God. They have amazing t-shirts. As the show goes on, you will see what he's wearing today. It says, "Give it to God and go to sleep." If you know me, sleep is very important, but give it to God and go to sleep. They have ASAP. They have so many amazing ones. So check out Believers Attire. If you want one of the shirts, you can reach out to them on 220-465-0822. Believers Attire. RG Kids Portrait. They specialize in maternity, kids, and baby shoots. It comes with decor and attire. So for all my new mommies out there, all my mothers to be, reach out to RG Kids. Or the ones with kids, listen, they grow up so fast. So capture all the moments right now. Reach out to RG Kids Portrait. On Instagram, you can find them as RG_kids_portrait. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. With that said, let me introduce my amazing co-host or partners today. But let me introduce the God himself. Kumasi, how are you today?
I'm all right, Jasmine. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You look very bright today. I think you should wear more bright colors.
I know. Do you know why I started wearing white when I was in college?
Why?
My professor told me that I think you look good in white. You're too dark to be wearing.
Yeah. I won't say you're too dark to be wearing black, but I second it. I feel like you look really nice in color.
Yeah, he said, yeah, so I try to wear that. Thank you very much.
You should try and wear more.
You look beautiful, though.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. The
As
afro
always.
is out today. Yeah. Give it to God and go to sleep. Exactly what I want to do right now.
Yeah, yes. Give it to God. Right? Give it to God.
Yeah.
For Miami. But anyway.
For Miami.
I cannot.
It's all good.
And our guest today, I'll let her introduce herself. How are you, my queen?
I'm doing very well. My name is Tohima Nanama.
It's like you're all smiley and stuff today. I was going to say something, but I'll respect myself. So today's show, as usual, we're going to have a great show. But today's show is about long-distance relationship or long-distance marriage, So I'm going to start with her first. What is your take on long-distance relationship or marriage? Since I know you're in one, right?
So this is All That Matters episode 9. Don't forget.
Hey!
9. We're 9 already.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
We did good.
Yeah,
Shout out
fast,
to the
right?
team.
This is the third
That
week.
was quick.
Yeah, this is episode 9.
Yeah, Dio. We
Yeah.
should give ourselves a pat on the back.
God is with us.
God is with us.
Yeah,
We're
long
doing
distance
good.
relationship. I think we should define it first.
We should define long-distance relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, I would define long-distance relationship. Wait, is there a definition for it? You're in a
Yeah,
relationship
there should
that
be-
is
there should
long
be.
distance.
It's already
Relationship is long.
It's long.
Relationship is long.
Yeah.
Okay, long-distance relationship, the definition. The Google definition. Hold on. I had it open, but I didn't feel like we needed a definition.
Yeah, let's
for it.
get that done.
Okay.
So we have clarity.
Long distance relationship is a romantic relationship between two people who live far apart and are so are unable to meet on frequent basis. So for the breaking it down, let's say if my boyfriend lived 2 minutes from me, it's easy. Or let's say if he lives 30 minutes, it's not considered long distance. If he lives 1 hour, it's not considered long distance.
No.
It's not long. 1 hour is
That
not
is
long.
not long distance. 1 hour is not considered
Oh,
long
please.
distance. For all of you people that live 1 hour and be saying long distance.
That are long distancing.
Talk, yes.
Distancing.
Okay.
Long distance, I'll give, let's say, 6 hours.
Yes.
Okay, it starts from 5, according to what I was reading. It actually
5
starts.
will be okay.
It starts from 5. So 5 going. going is long distance. Or let's say maybe he lives 4 hours, but you can't see him as normal as if he was living an hour away. So that is the definition of long distance. If he lives far away, according to Google, they said 5 hours. They say if he lives 5 hours from you, it's 4 hours. 4 hours is considered long distance relationship. So from 4 hours going, you're in long distance. But according to research, 5 hours is long distance.
Okay.
So yes, Mr. Sir,
let's see.
Defined it.
Now it's defined.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I just wanted to understand because if you don't have a car, even an hour is a long distance.
It's not. Use a bus. It's not long distance. According to research, 5 hours.
Really?
The long distance starts at 5 hours.
So let's say if I live in Kumasi and my girlfriend lives in Obuasi, it's not a long distance.
How far is it?
It's like
you're
1
looking
hour.
at me. That's not long distance.
It's not.
Okay. Oh, let's
According to researchers,
okay.
5 hours. Okay.
I think I have my own
Let's stick with the
definition.
Google, please.
Let's take a professor.
Yeah, we gotta stick with that. So Ohima and Nama, once again, thanks for coming.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
You said you are in a long distance relationship.
Oh yeah.
How long?
2,500 miles away.
She knows the amounts too.
It's 2005.
It's over. Let's say over.
It's 3,000 here to
3,000.
Ghana, right?
By
Okay.
flights.
Yeah.
By flight,
It's
yeah.
3,000.
3,500
drive.
miles away. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Atlantic Ocean.
Whew. Thinking about it. Whew.
So let's go this way. What made you make that decision? That
So it's about you having foresight
okay.
and knowing the reason for the relationship, and also having a vision for it, because you just don't get into a relationship because for the fun of it. There are a lot of men in this city, especially Columbus. There's a lot of men in America, but then what made you choose this person that now I want to forsake all other and then put
Be with this
myself in
person.
and put myself into this? Can I use the word torture?
Yeah, you
Because-
can. You
yes,
can.
it's- yes.
Oh, no, don't you? If you think it's torture,
It
you
is
can.
because there are a lot of men. There are other ways or other people that you could have had this relationship with, but you chose to be with this person. It's because you had vision. You know where this person is going. You know what your future together is going to be and how you're willing to sacrifice so that you can make it happen. So I think I made the decision based on me knowing who he is, where we are going, and why even God joined us together, why God brought him to my life.
So you couldn't get any person
I had to visit.
in the whole of Columbus. Like, even Ghanaians in Columbus, we have over 100,000 Ghanaians in Columbus. And yeah, 100,000 Ghanaians.
Dang it.
So
Yeah.
what?
That's a lot.
And we couldn't
Wow.
you couldn't get any guy in Columbus. You're like, oh, I have to go to Ghana.
It's not that I didn't see you. I didn't. Is let's talk about destiny and alignment.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I can be here, but my destiny helper can be somewhere else. I tried dating here, but it never worked out because that is not the person that is meant for you to go to where God is leading you. So
Okay.
I saw a lot of men, and sometimes I see some men, I'm like, "Ooh, that is chocolate dripping man over there." But then, is that what I
God
want?
wants for
Is
you.
that where God is leading me to? So, yeah, I decide to close my eyes and be looking small and focusing on my cross.
So how long have you been long distance though? Just to clarify. for people who
Okay,
don't know.
give or take is, let's say 4 to 5.
You're married now.
4 to 5.
You're
yeah.
married. Okay, so
Let's say
how
4 to
long
5.
prior before you guys even got married? So how long was the long distance before you even got married? Or how long were you in a relationship
Let's
before
say
the marriage?
How long was the long distance longing?
It was
Longing.
longing for 2 to 3.
2 to 3, so 3 years, and then you've been married for 4 years.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. How long have you been married?
Let's use the word I've been in partnership for like 2 years now. But we've been together for like 4.
4. Okay, so you've been long distance for 4.
Yeah. I need a trophy. I think I need a trophy for that.
Okay, let me ask you. You said there were people in Columbus. Let's say I get the alignment and your destiny helper and so forth. But for a person, okay, what does it take to keep a long distance relationship together? That's
It
the
takes-
question, because I feel like so many people want it, but then it's like when it gets hard, because it gets lonely,
It
doesn't
does,
it?
it
So what
does.
keeps it together?
Okay,
What keeps the
so,
relationship together?
so let me put it this way: it takes you getting to know yourself first, and knowing who you are first. Because if you don't know who you are, you become a burden to somebody. I say that nobody is in your life to babysit you. So there were a lot of things that when we started dating, I realized that I had issues with myself. So I had to go for therapy and check on me, which was I had attention deficit, which meant that because I was young, I didn't have those attention. I didn't have that.
ADHD.
No,
No,
that's
that's
different.
I'm
Attention
just.
deficit is different.
I'm-
ADHD is like
I just want to know.
genius.
Like,
I cannot.
so I realized that the moment if you call somebody, you're not getting, oh, you don't want me, you hate me, you don't
Okay,
love
okay.
me.
Okay,
That
one.
On the mental health
Yes.
side,
Like there's a triggering of neglection, rejection, those things. So you need to know yourself and heal yourself first, because the person is on other side of the world or other side of the city. You don't know what this person is going through. You don't know emotionally if they are ready to even handle you, like just to talk to you. So you yourself, you need to be comfortable in your own skin.
If
in
you're
your
not
own
ready
self.
to handle me and talk to me, then we shouldn't put ourselves in the relation,
No, but
in the
it's-
whole situation of long distance.
Let me tell you, it's never
anything you
rosy.
handle is a problem.
Yeah, because if you can't handle me, then why will I be in a long distance with you?
So you need to handle yourself so you can be with somebody, because you don't know what their day was. You don't know what they are going
I
through
think
emotionally.
what she's trying to say is, okay, you've agreed with this guy. You don't know how this guy. If this guy was here with you, you will know if something is bothering him.
I
But in this situation,
understand.
you do not know.
I don't know. So that's where me calling you 50 times is to know.
You are right on that.
Because if we were closer, right?
Yeah.
I can drive and pop up in your house. What's good?
Yeah.
If you were in America, I can drive and pop up and be like, what's up? Ghana, ticket to Ghana. Look, let's just say I checked ticket to Ghana for Christmas, right? It was 3,000.
Story of my life.
Girl, I'm choking saying it because I was trying to buy tickets to Ghana. So then we can't say, okay, maybe if I don't know how he's feeling, I'll fly $3,000 just to see him.
Yeah.
If he's in America, I can find a cheap flight for like, let's say 200, right?
Yeah.
And then fly and go see. If he's in Columbus, where we live, we can just drive and go see him. So if I don't have that opportunity, because me right now, let's say I get a man, I'm single, but if I get a man and I call and he's not picking up, I'll worry that something is wrong. So I can just drive to his job. I can just
Yes.
drive to his house. But you can't do that. So if I'm calling you 50 times just to make sure you're okay, you have no right to say, oh, you're not
No,
picking up because
it's not that the person doesn't have right. The person has
I
a
don't call
right
50
on their
times that.
own. It's their life. The fact that they are with you doesn't mean that their life is on a chokehold because of you. So if I'm calling you, hey, I need to talk to you. If the person cannot
I
get
love
to
this
me
woman already. I
now,
love this woman.
get to
I'm
me.
in love with her already.
If the person cannot get to me now, I can't drag this person. But I have to be okay myself. Like, if whatever that I need, can I give it to myself first before I go ask somebody to pour into me? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he has his life. I have my life. I don't get it, but then
I
that's why I
understand where
started
you're
to
coming
heal
from,
and
though.
work on me, because at that time before,
So you think maybe you would be the problem?
Oh, yeah.
Boy,
I've
I'll
been
call
there.
them, call your mother, call your sister, call everybody.
Yeah.
I'm calling, I'm not getting you. What's going on with you?
But you
That
know,
would have scared me.
Yes, you see. So
it
you
scare
need to.
you?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
scary.
But
It's
no,
like
but what
somebody-
if something is really wrong? Okay, let's just say this is not the person's character, right?
Yeah.
That's not who they are.
Yeah.
When you guys started the relationship. Me personally, if you're dating, I don't call. I'm very bad at calling. I will shoot a text here and there, but I don't call. Not because I don't want to, it's just like you said, I don't want to feel like I'm a burden. And I really don't care for the phone conversation because I really don't care for it. It happens, cool. But all I'm saying is, what if something is really wrong? And you
Yes.
can't drive to the person. So if I'm calling you,
but when
What
something is really wrong, you are not 911.
What
can you
Ghana,
really
there's
do?
no 911.
But the point is, the person's in Ghana. If something's really, really wrong, at the moment, what can you do?
So that's when communication plays. The reason I'm saying this is, what if something is really going on
You
and you
won't
are
know.
distancing
But you
yourself?
can't do anything.
You can't do anything. But if you call the person, they don't answer. I prefer you answer and tell me, babe, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Or babe,
What
I need some space. I respect that. But if you don't pick up my call at all and something really happens, maybe if you pick up and you tell me I'm choking, I can call your mother.
What about if the phone is not
You're not getting what I'm
Then
trying to
rest
say.
in
What I'm
peace.
trying to
At
say
this point.
is there are certain times you will call and the call is not calling.
Network is not even good.
Yes.
It happens.
All this person
That's
can
So
why-
do
where
is
do you
text
call?
you.
Where do you call?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp or
Yeah, we do WhatsApp.
you buy
we do
card?
I do WhatsApp. I do regular call. I do Google Meet. I do every other thing that can
That
make
could be
us-
calling.
That can
No.
yes.
It's
No.
not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. In my view, I don't think I could live away from my wife, honestly.
With where I am now in my journey and my growth, I can't do long distance.
But
I don't
it
care
has-
how amazing the guy is. God bless
it
you.
has really helped me in a lot of ways. That when you live alone, the tendency of you making decisions by yourself is high.
Yeah.
And when you know that, hey, I have this person in my life, even when you know that the other can want you, but then you have the obligation to
somebody.
to give that person
Yeah.
that sense of I have control over you.
Yeah.
Like I am a part of you.
Yeah.
And that makes me know that, hey, there's somebody looking over me. There's somebody that I can call and I'm doing this. I want to do that. What do you think? Oh, don't do it. My you're gonna make actual.
Yeah.
It's because
It's called courtesy.
yes. Oh, don't do. Okay, I won't do it. But then if you are by yourself and you feel like, oh, I'm by myself, you act like you're your own boss. And they're saying said you trust on him. You need somebody to be directing
But the
you
point
and
is, this
correcting
person
you.
is not
It's
here.
not here.
So how is this person supposed to know what is going on with
That
you?
is why communication is important. You let them, like, there's not a single thing happening in my life that my partner does.
But there are certain things that you cannot communicate verbally. There are certain things that it has to be seen.
Yes.
So it means this man is
But-
missing on
Oh,
all
no,
these
no,
things.
No, they have a way, no FaceTime.
Nah, it doesn't solve that.
You said see no FaceTime.
It does.
I
You
can't.
know what I'm
It does.
saying?
And it
Like
depends
sometimes.
on your maturity level also,
okay.
and how you communicate certain things. There are certain things that you can just say like make kind of raw. Like
Okay.
there are certain things. Hey, like I wanted to do this. This thing happened. You have a way you say it, and if this person be like, oh, you are. Like I think that you can handle it on your own. So why don't you do it? Let's see.
If I can't handle my own, I'll be single.
No, but then
You get what I mean? Because if
I
I'm
do
in a-
get what you mean.
I'm
I
in my-
do get
if I'm
what
in
you
a
mean, though.
relationship, I want a partnership. I want somebody that can see what I'm doing. Like, okay, let's say I'm about to have a show next week. If I'm in a relationship, I want my partner that I want him involved, you know.
Yes.
Oh, baby, you're hanging, say, let's put, I want him involved.
But
But
it's
if you
not
are
like
miles
that.
away, it's not going to happen like that.
But
so
it's
then,
going to be
what is the
miles
point?
away for the rest of your life. That is why you need to have a
It's a
plan.
process.
So
It's
how
a
long?
process.
How long should you be in a long distance? Let's not take
It-
marriage. Let's
you
take
can-
marriage out. How long should you be in a long distance
It
relationship?
depends on who you are with. It depends on like what the person is into. There are people that are living in this Columbus, but then their husbands are in the Navy. They've gone.
It's still long distance.
It's still long distance. You get what I'm saying? So
My,
it
my,
depends.
my wife lives in the east side, long distance. Oh, that doesn't
But
qualify.
you're
It's not.
30
You know,
minutes,
there
right?
are people that travel. Their husbands travel for businesses, but then when they come, so it's also long distance because
But
of
actually,
months.
but that is
You
different.
can't
though.
define it that way.
But
though.
that is
I'm trying
different,
to say
though.
that in that moment, it's the long distance relationship as at now.
But there is a
because
hope that he's
He's
coming.
coming.
it's
back next
so there is
month.
a hope that
Next week.
There's a hope that one day we're not going to be doing that FaceTime again.
I get
If-
where
if
you are
know
coming
where you
from.
are going,
Mm.
and if you know that this is just for the meantime, you sacrifice. You carry the cross,
Okay.
knowing that enche,
Republic.
Republic,
But-
baby, baby.
But let me ask you this: how hard can it be?
It can be hard. However,
Because I know
you want it to be.
I know even me living with my wife, I know sometimes it gets hard.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
This is the person that you live with. And you know that when you live in America and you have somebody in Ghana in your situation, time zone,
Yes.
big problem.
Yes.
You know, by the time that you are hype That's when he want to go low because he was about to sleep. You know, that by the time he's hype, you are on the low.
Okay.
You know, how does this even work? Like, how does it work?
Okay, so it works when you set boundaries. It works when you have plan. So we know that, hey, this is it. We know the time to call, the time when not to call. There are certain times. I know the days I don't even have to call at all because I know that he's going to do ministry, he's doing that, he's doing that. So when you, before like it gets, the relationship get deeper, there should be a lot of things laid on the table that this is how my life is. My schedule is known. You know the time to call, the time when not to call. Some days I'm free. I just don't want to talk. You call and say, hey, I'm not in a position to talk. We are okay. Because Obi Abone bra. Let me put it that way. We are
But this person is your husband though.
Yeah, but Obi Abone bra.
How?
Obi Abone, when you die right now, God is gonna ask you what you did for your wife, or he's gonna ask you what you did with your life.
But then,
let's not use that. But what I did for my wife is also part of
what
I did
you
with
do
my life.
with your life. So let's have it this way that you had a life before you met this person.
Right.
So if we are trying to merge our lives together, there needs to be boundaries. There needs to be some sort of understanding that hey, this is the time to call, this is the time not to call. This is how my life is. So you know how it is, how you maneuver your way or navigate through everything. There are certain days that hey, like today, like we talk for like 3 hours. If you ask me what sensible thing we talked, me can't. But there's some days it's like we're on a business mission. You know?
I understand.
So it's like that. And so you can't say that it always has to be rosy, and it's not for the faint. Me can't say because mentally, if you're not mentally stable, like I bet me in a way, because there are a lot of women that we want to see, we want to hear. And one thing that I've learned about in relationship is when you close your eyes and close your ears, you are okay.
No, hold on, calm down. Let's not do that. Because when you do that, then that gives people permission to cheat.
No, it's not.
If you close your eyes, close your ears, it gives them permission to be.
Are you going to put a leash on this person?
If the person is with you, living in the same room, they can still cheat.
Look,
so,
but then I feel like
trust.
For me, do you think there's trust? I know there can be trust in long distance relationship, right? But personally, for me, it's easier for a person to fall when they're far away.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Dumb.
Because not even
That's
because
true.
it's dumb. Even both of you in the relationship, right? Imagine like they live closer, right? I'm the type, some days after work, I'm like, I need a hug. I just want somebody to just hold me and tell me it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then the person is far, right? I get it that there is trust. But you know, they always say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And then let's say there's that brother.
Yeah.
Like you said, sometimes you see the brother, you're like, zing. And then it's like that brother is it's closer. You get the hug from them.
Yeah.
There's the sister that is close by in the long distance relationship. I get that there's supposed to be trust. Let's be realistic.
Yes.
There's supposed to be trust. But there's somebody closer that is like, I get attention from. I love my partner.
Yeah.
I love my girlfriend. I love my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But they're far away. Let me just talk to this person. Don't you think the trust can be broken easily if they're long distance compared to if they're closer? Because if they're closer and the person is in need and yearning for you, all I got to do is just drive 30 minutes or let's say the 1 hour and go see this person. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you need to put in your mind that people will be people.
Right.
Simple. People will be people. If they are with you and they will cheat, they will cheat right under your nose. I don't stress it. Like, I don't know, but then you see how people carry relationship on top of their head. I
don't do it.
I don't carry
waste
it
your
on my head
strength.
because I don't.
Please.
Yes, I don't.
My sister,
my heart
don't
is
waste your
so
strength.
fragile.
Yes, don't waste it. I had to learn.
I don't stress myself because if he would do it, do you think that some days I don't, girl? Do you know how many men propose to me?
Allah. And some of girls do it best.
Share. There is a papa no back no.
In your head, you'd be like, is my marriage even working right now?
I'll say, or you tell me whatever you need. You know, if you need somebody to just come and hang your pictures, I'm here. If you need somebody to take you on grocery shopping, am I an person who doesn't like owning porn? But then, is it worth it? Because if you break, it's not only you breaking the trust of the person, you are breaking your own trust. You are breaking yourself because the way your conscience will deal with you.
Do people have conscience in
Oh,
this time
sister,
and age?
they do. They act like
In
they
this
don't.
age, this time.
They
People
do.
What you talking
They
about?
do.
People
You always say, it's a wicked world out here.
It is. Charlie.
I think, in my view, I remember when I get to America, right? When my father picked me up, right in the car home, was again out in the war for Ghana. Nah, it won't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my view, I'm like, why is he saying that? But I understood him after 3 months.
Why? What do you mean?
Okay. So now, I'm in America. You know, when you are living in Ghana, you are just used to a specific group of people.
Yes.
Now you come to America, varieties. Like, I never met any Somalian when I was in Ghana.
Me either.
I
didn't even know about them.
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota now. It's the headquarters of Somalis. They're everywhere, Liberians everywhere, Jamaicans, you know, Puerto Ricans. All these island beautiful women are, you know, everywhere. At the fingertips, you know. I remember when I started school, like I entered the school, my God, I see these young kids, beautiful girls. In my mind, I said, yeah, I understand what my father was talking about. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I just understood what my father was talking about. So what he was trying to prevent is you telling this young lady that, oh, wait for me.
And she will also wait for you.
And
There are
she-
women that will
yeah,
wait for
women
you.
will wait, you know. And there's these girls here. You're probably gonna get into something serious with this girl back home, probably marry her, and you still cannot be faithful. So in his view, he's looking at it for you not to create a problem for yourself. Forget about that relationship. This is where you live. Focus on that.
Yeah.
And I did that. I think it's one of the best advice I think my father gave to me. You know, I think it was so good to me that I don't know how I was gonna stay faithful, honestly. Even me being married, I'm so used to my wife being around me all the time that I don't know how this is because it's gonna be very hard. So for me to even see my wife, I have to video her. What if the internet is not working? You know, there are certain conversations you want to have with your partner by looking at their face, not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you are talking through this WhatsApp calls, the network will do this.
Yeah.
Even the regular calls.
Reconnecting.
Even the regular calls,
Yeah.
MTN will do this. You know,
The ATM
How
number you are
you-
calling is no longer.
you know.
in service.
Sometimes message also comes with the voice alone tells you the mood the person
Yes.
is in. If I'm angry, the voice should tell.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm angry, my facial expression should even tell you that this man is not happy. How do I do that in a long distance?
Because for
You
me
can-
too, long distance you don't actually get to also see the person's lifestyle.
Okay, so
You get what I mean?
so if you get to see, like, what will you do different?
Uncle Yana me go.
So
Sister.
it's just what in the beginning I was saying that it's all about sacrifices.
Yeah.
You knowing where you're going because
Yeah.
and then I'm not saying that every long distance relationship is 100%.
Of course.
No, it's not. It's like a roller
Neither
coaster.
is short distance.
Yes, yes. So you know, it's just up to you that you create a space where there are some days I can talk and I will cry because some days, Charlie,
It's tough.
it's tough. Some days, abrabona mo abre. Nye nipa no abrabono. You are tired and you need that person to just like she said, hug you. But then it's not happening. All they can do is just talk to you. And sometimes when you know
It's
when
hard.
you meet somebody that knows what to say, how to say, when to say them, it helps.
That's why you become
because
vulnerable.
that sometimes the touch that you want, that you are getting, it doesn't make any sense or it doesn't make a difference than you having that talk to your soul. You can have somebody present, but another nipa no, or not pole. but you guys are living together.
Yeah,
But you can
right.
have somebody that is far,
That
but
way,
then it's
yeah.
like you guys are
Close to each other, yeah.
because you know how to talk, you know when to talk, you know who that, like if you can see. That's what the Bible said, that know somebody or know people not only by the flesh, know them by the spirit.
Okay.
Because when you know this person by the spirit they carry, the heart they have, I think so it will be easy for long distance relationship. Me, I don't think that Obia will call into long distance relationship is taking it easy, but then it's a leap of faith.
I mean, I'm glad you said that, because I think that the long distance situation, you know, is gonna be hard.
It's hard.
I just look at it like, I come from work,
Mm-hmm.
so tired.
Yeah.
Now you gotta come make your own food.
Mm-hmm.
But if, let's say, your partner was around,
Yeah.
your food will be ready before you get home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look at all these things,
Yeah.
and then you see these people. There are a lot of women that are willing to cook for you.
Oh yeah.
How wouldn't you fall?
Yeah. That's why
you
you
know,
need to.
Especially in the winter time, you easily fall. Because it's
When
slippery.
when I'm
It's
falling,
slippery.
I'm person will falling.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you want to fall, you fall. There are some days, or if my pillow can talk, some days I'll put my pillow between my legs. I will cover myself. I have heater. Oh no,
And they still don't fix it.
I have heater. Me will heater, but
Did you buy teddy bear?
oh
You
no.
don't have the human size teddy bear?
Oh, sister.
Girl!
Sister.
I bought one.
Sister. I have my heater. I'll be like, I just want to talk. And then, okay, yeah, we talk and now we'll be out from where Dana. Yeah, yes, no. So I say, hey, it's already hatching. But,
Wow.
yes. But then, let's say if if you want to fall, you fall. Because Nina starts here. Everything starts here. And I made up my mind that, baby, I want to go, no. I don't want to have covenants with people just because I want to satisfy my need. That when she obia wa kwa 15 minutes. Ono kwa no sufi so a guy 15 minutes. Please.
50 minutes. Why are they?
Why are they? I bet 2 when you so. 2 when you so.
The average is 7 minutes. That's what
Yeah,
they
so
said.
50,
Yeah, so
50
50
minutes.
minutes,
Yeah,
right,
why are
why
they?
are
Pa?
they?
50 minutes.
Why are
Yeah,
they?
hey, I'm not gonna use all my energy just because.
Yes, use
But
it.
it's
Me, my thing about long distance relationship, for me, especially where mentally I am, I personally feel like you don't actually get to shoot the person's true colors. Let me explain why. Because long distance is a phone call.
yeah.
Me, okay, let's say you FaceTime me, you call me. I can give you what I want you to see.
Of course.
I can come up with every story. Oh, I can give you the perfect picture. But I feel like if the person is close, I can pop up on you. I'm not the queen of pop up, but like once in a while, I can pop up. And I get to see how you live unexpectedly.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But long distance, you don't have that. Because long distance, I'm putting on a show for you. I'm giving you what you want to see. I can have you see me looking crazy.
Yeah.
And somebody be like, oh yeah, I've seen her looking crazy. Or I've seen him take a shower. I don't care.
Okay.
I want to see your living space. I want to see how you live.
Yeah.
I want to see how you take care of you. Because let's say there's some days that I've been in a long distance relationship before, and there were days that I look crazy. But just so I don't want this person, I'll rush and when you call me, oh, my phone is off. I'll rush and, put bonnet on or scarf my hair a certain way. And then you come lay on the bed like, oh, hi.
I woke up like
And
this.
then before you call, you give the perfect angle, like just so like the person will see you and you're like, oh, hi, how are you? So I'm giving you what I'm putting on a show for you. So I don't actually get to see you. But imagine if they live closer. I pop up at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. How are you going to rush and clean your house?
But the thing is, how long are you going to do that?
But it's
For how
better.
long?
But for me, I feel like how long? There are women that men. Let's take women. Today men that can pretend for years.
But listen, there is this thing that I'm not going to preach, but listen. The Bible said that out of the abundance of the heart, they must speak it. If you want to know somebody, listen to their words.
Sister, you've not met the sense of. So let me read
couple of messages.
Okay.
Let me read a couple of messages. There's a fine one here. Lady Mary Boyd was wondering because it sounds like it's a personal discussion to
Hi,
her.
Lady Mary.
No, it's not a personal discussion. So what's happening is, since she's in the situation, she can kind of personalize it, put the experience in it for us to understand what was going on. So it's not. So say, hey boy, those type of people aren't real. They just come for what they want and that's it. Hey, 3 months to pay. Yeah, 3 months I give up. In the end, everyone must know how much they can handle. That's Lady Mary Bodu.
Yeah.
So, Pius and Chibosiakon, here is my take. I really want you to listen to this one. The concept of marriage is an entirely different from the personal lifestyle of the couple. Once you are married, personal life comes second. In the context of your topic, the only virtue that keeps a long-distance marriage flowing is communication.
Yeah.
Neither of you should say, I am not in the mood to talk.
Thank you.
Or to create an impression that you cannot always be available. This is wrong. I have been there myself. If you miss a call, text, or call back, your personal life should make each other better and build up the marriage. They are two, but they are one. The oneness trumps the two-ness. It's awful.
Yes, Pastor Pius, yes.
Yeah.
Never met him, but I could tell he's
Yeah,
a
that's
pastor.
Pastor Pius.
Yeah.
This thing that he's saying, you know.
I agree, though.
I agree.
I agree.
It's easier said
Because
than
that's
done.
exactly what I was saying, too. I
But
agree.
it's easier said than done. Well, look at it from this point of view. I went to work. I mess up big time at work, right? My wife doesn't live in America. My wife lives in Ghana. I live in America. I'm the breadwinner of the family. In my mind, maybe tomorrow I'm going to receive that call. You understand? If I was going home to my wife, it is different.
Yeah.
But now I'm coming home to myself. You know, I'm so sad I don't even know what my future holds. Or maybe I've spent all my life at this job. This is all I know. Now all of a sudden, the moment I made the big sacrifice of getting married, I'm about to lose my job. I don't even know. It's easier for you not to even pick anybody's call. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's even hard for you to explain certain things to your partner. Your partner do not understand the situation
Because they live across
because
the
they never
ocean.
live here.
Yeah, they don't.
You know,
it's
so
different.
it is easier to say that, hey, when you miss the call when you but sometimes you are not just in the mood to. It's not that you don't want to talk to your partner, but the
Yeah.
fact is you cannot even do anything about it. Then this person is probably sitting somewhere and say, oh, this guy, you know, he thinks, oh, I miss Ghana house.
But I feel like it's
You know.
communication, though.
Yes.
It still boils down to communication.
It is,
Even
but the
though
point
your
is,
work is being,
but you see,
I'm not
but
in
you
the
see,
mood today.
if
That
this,
the communication was, I can talk
Babe,
now.
I can't
That's
talk.
the-
but
right
look
now.
at it
I
from
love
this
you,
point of
I'll
view.
call you later.
Yeah,
if
that's
this person was here with you, you wouldn't even have to say it.
That's yes.
Because
that's
when I
true.
walk in the house,
you see
my wife
being
knows. When she sees me, she knows.
Yeah.
You know, but this situation, she's not here. I have to express that
it on
emotion.
FaceTime.
Sometimes you're so pissed off that you don't even want to talk. Because maybe if you say something, it might be the wrong words or, you know.
Yeah.
But
So
then,
it's
that's also
it's tough,
no.
right?
But then I go back to what the Pastor Pius said. But Kumasi, even if the person was here, I'm not supporting long distance. Hear me before I even say it. I'm not
Okay.
supporting it. But for this moment, even if the person is here and you walk into the house, there's a statement that the person is not in your head. Right? You have to express how you feel. So even if the person was here, you walked into the house and they see your face that something is wrong, you still have to communicate
but they
that
will
baby.
give you some time.
Yeah.
Yes, but you still have to communicate.
But what I'm saying is, but this is communication.
But there's some women that will not give time. They want to know what is going on, right?
So let's say I walk.
Communication. I feel like it's still communicate.
It's communicate like I said when
I
I
like today's two against
like
one.
when I
Thank you,
walk into
thank
the
you,
house
thank
today.
you.
When I walk into the house, my wife knows, this guy is not in the good
I
mood.
get it.
You're gonna give me some time. You're gonna give me some time to be ready to talk. When your wife lives across the Atlantic Ocean, she doesn't understand. She probably think you have somebody in the house. That's why you're not picking the call.
But that's
But it
true,
depends
though.
on how. It depends
No.
on the foundation of your relationship.
I get it though, but no, him. I think sometimes too. I get where he's also coming from, because sometimes it's a low, because the demographic is different. And how I recently fired my Ghana therapist. I had a therapist in Ghana. I didn't fire her. She's still my therapist. Hey, before she comes and sends a long message. But then when I was explaining something to her that had happened recently, she was not understanding the difference. And I was trying to get her to see it from an American perspective, but she was not getting it because her mind was Ghana, which I understand that. She had lived here for a few, but still, she's lived in Ghana for a lot. So there's a different understanding. So I was trying to explain, I was like, Ma, Leo, this is what I mean, but she was not understanding it. So we got upset, and I was like, I'm gonna talk to her, and I hanged up the phone. The demographic is different. So even like he is saying, something happens, and sometimes trying to explain to another person that lives across the ocean, they may not get it, right? Because things is a little different here. But then Kumasi, I get where you're coming from too, but I feel still that you communicated like, oh babe, BBC where you mean? I'm not in the mood right now. I'll call you. You can leave them on the phone.
You know what you have just done? You know what you have just done? Just telling a woman that BBC where you You know what you have just done? Oh God.
Yes, panic.
That's what I'm saying.
But then you can also leave them on the phone. You can call me, my dad. That I've called FaceTime. That, like you said, 3 hours there with your husband. How long did you guys even talk? But then he was on the phone, right? You can call them, leave them on the phone, and then you do they say sleep that you sleep, just to clear the air that there's no way. Maybe there's a woman in the house that's cheating. I'll call you FaceTime or I'll call you audio on WhatsApp. Leave the phone there.
What are you talking about? If there's a woman here right now, if there's a woman here and my wife, I can call you FaceTime if the woman understands that this man is a married man.
And then you put the phone down. I mean FaceTime, put the phone there and you sleep. And then or sleep or yell or vent, and your wife is just there. There's no talking, but at least that you guys are still. She knows that. Well, how do I mean? She can hear anything that's happening. Are you going to have sex on the phone when your wife is on?
That's not what I'm saying. When somebody's coming sleep over, they don't care.
But what
She's probably sitting downstairs watching TV.
It will be hard. It will be hard.
You are the one stressing yourself.
Yeah, I feel like it will be really hard to do that.
If the foundation of your marriage
was foundation
upon
right now, foundation.
Yes, it was upon trust.
Loyalty.
It was upon truth.
Yeah.
Then this will not be an issue.
Yeah.
Because if you know that this is how we started, now we call at this time, we talk about this. There are things that we talk about. There are things that goes on that even I don't say, he's able to know. You know, that one, you don't even stress yourself. But when you saying that, oh, you can do that when somebody is there, it means that you yourself, in your mind, you're already breaking that protocol because you want to do things.
No, what I was trying to say is, because you cannot communicate, right? This person from the other side don't know what is happening, and because there's no communication, that person is gonna think anyway that he or she wants to.
It's not cut for a long haul or for a long time. Let's say
if your wife can survive 3 hours without hearing,
or 2 hours,
you have to talk to your wife.
The way you said that, I need time for myself.
That one
especially when. So let's say this woman really need to talk to you about something. Think about it.
Text me. Send me audio.
Sometimes you would think that it's like an hour, it's like 30 minutes. But depending on the agency of what the person wants to.
So you give the person years.
Yeah.
Sometimes you back what you are going to.
We make it hard on ourselves.
And listen to the person. Sometimes you may.
That's what I want to understand from you.
Like,
you have done it.
Yes, it's like
you are doing
somebody's
it.
the second hour, right? But then you are bleeding. But then you need to listen or in turn take care of somebody while you are bleeding. It's like that. So you
hold on, no, that's a wrong example.
No,
because I'm bleeding, I'm not about to take care of you when I'm bleeding.
So then why
if I'm bleeding,
relationship? Because it's about sacrifice.
So we can't say that.
It's about sacrifice.
Wait, if I'm bleeding, you want me to put my bleeding on hold and take care of your bleeding, then you will die. No,
but that is marriage, though.
That's
do you know? Let me give you a typical example.
If I'm bleeding, my wife will not understand that I'm bleeding.
Let me give you a typical example. Do you know? So my cousin that you spoke to last weekend.
Oh yes.
Okay, the doctor.
My new best friend.
He and the wife, both of them, work in the same facility.
Okay.
Right, and then there's COVID outbreak, and then the wife says, "Babe, the way the COVID is coming, there I can't work, so I'm just gonna take some time off work." And then my brother called me. He said, look at what this woman is telling me. We work in the same place. You are telling me you are taking break from her.
What will I do?
What you expect me to do? He took it. He took it. He said, you know what? For my wife to be safe, that's my job. I'm going to work. Regardless of what happened, I'm going to face the COVID. My wife can relax. That's you. That's you taking.
Dear
the
God,
bleeding.
it's me again. It's me
That's you
again.
taking the bleeding.
Yes, so that's it. So
can't be for
whatever,
real.
if you can listen to this person for, let's say, sometimes you have to just listen. You might not have the answers right there because you yourself, you are not okay. Just listen. Hey, I hear you. I will talk to you later. Let me, you don't even tell them, let me put some things together. I'll get back to you. Simple. That the communication doesn't have to be tin, 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 chin, 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 all those things. But it has to be, hey, I'm not in the mood now or something's going on, but I'm here for you. I'm listening to you. Okay, now we can do it like that. I'll get back to you. Simple.
I think what she's saying is, if it has to be a solid foundation.
It has to be a
It
foundation.
has to be a
can
solid
have a-
foundation
I
because
need
if
solid
honestly,
one.
if I'm hurting and I
never
need
do
to
it.
talk to someone, especially for a feminine side, if your wife want to talk, you can't say I'm not in the mood.
Oh yeah, that'd be a problem.
Come on, but
Yeah, of course, that's how women do.
But that's why the men are dying now, because we've seen the men to be strong. They are the alpha men. They are supposed to be the one that a throw to a true whatever. But then sometimes the men are allowed to be vulnerable also. We the women need to also. That's why when
I
they
don't
say your
believe in
boss,
that, though.
you don't believe in that what?
When they say men should be vulnerable, I don't
You
believe
don't? Hey, in the winter.
in that. Yeah, that's why
For
we always.
real.
That's what we.
I
That's what
feel
we
like
always.
a man
done.
should be vulnerable.
You
You know
need
how
to
they
be.
say men should be vulnerable. Men should be vulnerable. It's not even a good practice to be going
Why?
around telling men to be vulnerable.
Why
Why?
can't a man be vulnerable?
Why should a man be
I mean, the first
vulnerable?
time a man was vulnerable to me,
This
they were
guy- this
cheating,
guy-
so they pretended
This
to be
guy is the
vulnerable.
first line of action. So this guy
I
is
get
So
it,
how-
but you,
look.
Kumase, hold
this guy
on.
is the first line
When
of
the
action. He's
world
the
is
one.
falling-
He's the one
tired.
that started crying.
No, that's not what we mean though. Once in a
I'm-
while, don't you go home and like just lay on your wife and like just you can't cry on your wife.
Cry for what?
Whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm
The
just trying
world
to
is
understand.
You
beating
bottle
you
up your
down.
emotion.
Everything is
The
beating
world is
you.
beating me down. I'll beat the world up too. I move on. That's listen. Most men are
I
not
can't go, there's another woman here.
men that even go around crying. I don't even have to.
Not
It's
go
not
around
about
crying. Once in a
It's not
while.
about
What's-
crying.
Okay.
It's about we
You
getting
know,
to
you know what? Listen.
Once in a while, I watched
Take-
this guy
take-
who lost his dad and his brother.
take
and he
my
broke
advice.
down.
Take my advice on this one, men. Don't cry.
Why?
Because what's gonna happen is the woman is gonna sit down one day and say, this is my first line of action, my line of defense. And then when things get tough, he started crying.
No. We don't mean that way. When things get tough, life
Don't do
happens.
it.
No. Don't listen to him.
Yep.
No, because
Wow,
when things get
I'm-
tough, once in a while,
I'm shocked.
Why?
yeah.
Why?
Because, oh God.
When life
Because
is being,
as a
I feel like
man,
your wife should be your
sometimes you
Hold on.
can't-
Okay, sorry.
Sometimes you can't carry the world. You are not Superman.
You're
No,
not.
you are not. That's why we share
Yes.
responsibilities.
So we share responsibilities.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just need to know, how are you? How are you emotionally? How is your heart doing?
I tell you, I'm not
No,
feeling fine.
come on, say if the world is
I'm not gonna
breaking,
be crying.
Your wife should be.
about the crying.
It's not about
Okay.
the crying.
It's about me telling you, okay.
Your wife
so you
should
want
be
me,
your
you
safe
want,
space.
You want
Your
me to be
partner
vulnerable
should be
in
your
one
safe
way. I need
space.
to understand that because women have been throwing the word, oh, man needs to cry, man needs to show emotion. If anybody that wants to lead cannot keep showing emotion,
But you know that anger is emotion.
yeah,
okay.
anger is
Okay,
emotion.
then-
No,
but
where we
any
are
person
coming
that
from.
leads right cannot be showing anger. You cannot be showing, like I cannot come to you as my wife and start showing my anger to you. You think it is right?
It's sometimes it's right when things
How?
are not going well.
How?
It's the same way that when men you are going through something, especially like long distance. Let's shift this in. Let's say you are my husband. You are somewhere, and something happened to you. Let's say you are not feeling well, and then hi, I'm not feeling well. This is what is happening. I'm feverish. Like, can you even though I can do it for you, but because the foundation is, we have circles, we have people that we can run to, we have people that can step in the gap. You can be vulnerable to those people. They can see you in that moment where you are.
Of course. This is your wife. This is your wife. I understand what you are saying. I understand what you are saying, but the crying part, that's why men die.
It's
that's
not
our
about
job.
Tears. That's your job to die when it's not your time to die.
But who
because
decides
you want
what
to
time
act
it is?
strong.
But
you're a man.
Who decides the time though? How do you know this is the time or this is not the time?
You yourself, you know when
because this is what happened. Most women says we want men to be vulnerable, but we want men to be vulnerable. But most women will also tell you that men that cry, they don't want them. They don't.
You keep going back to tears. It's not even about tears. Where
it's
you are falling short as a
ultimate
partner,
vulnerability though. Tears.
Excuse me, I can stand by you.
Yeah.
But
you know I'm not trying to be personal about.
It's not about man.
I'm not trying to be personal. But you know your man. Me, I know my woman. You know your man. You should know that, right?
Okay, but I'm
so
talking
where
to
your husband falls
general.
short. But my wife knows I'm not good with direction. I could go somewhere 10 times and I'll still miss the road. You know, so if me and my wife are going somewhere, she would prefer to drive. Mm-hmm. She knows my fall short. Mm-hmm. So she compliments me. Mm-hmm. I know my wife falls short. I compliment her. Mm-hmm. So could that be vulnerability?
Yeah.
So that's it.
But
there's this philosophy going around. That's why I'm trying to chip it in. There's this philosophy going around that men should cry. Men should cry. Oh, did you see when what's his name? Will Smith went around crying? You see what he became a meme. Bro, don't do it. So back to long distance. So let's say, you know how now we have phones and everything. Mm-hmm. I feel like because of this long distance relationship, you are forced to get into acts that you don't even want to because of long distance.
That's why I said have boundaries and not. Look, that's why a lot of women are losing their dignity and their respect. The fact that I'm in a relationship with you, for what reason? No, for what reason? And I'm so glad that we never started this thing in our relationship. Hey, first, me, before I thought that's how, hey, like, hey, madam, for phone to baby. That's not what defines the relationship. Because if you don't when you do that, now you are opening.
And it's part of it, right?
Hold on, let's not make it. No, let's not do that because you don't agree with it.
I'm not.
If you are in a long distance marriage, I think it's okay. No. Let's because if you do that now, then you're trying to see if you're married, your body is for your partner. So you say it's a phone, but it's my husband.
Okay, two women should talk now.
No, don't do that. Because I know people. No, this is something. Let's not do that. Because then so you're trying to. That's how cheating started. Because let's say your husband, I'm married. I'm going to take a shower. My husband said, okay, let's go shower together. If they were here, you would shower together, right? It's okay. That one, it's okay. If you're here. If you're married, let's go shower together. I feel like that's my husband. It's not like I'm randomly doing it with somebody random. Okay. I feel like this is my husband. My husband's body is mine. Mine to him too. So I feel if I'm going to shower, I just say, okay, let's go shower together. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Okay, there's a lot wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think
let her explain why she thinks it's wrong.
There's a lot wrong with it. Let's look at the spiritual aspect of it.
Let's take spirituality out of everything. We make everything so spiritual that's the reason. I'm so sorry. Let's take spiritual out of something.
Let's listen to the spiritual and then you can give us the physical.
People are still fooling.
Give us the spiritual. And then we can take the physical.
Okay, so I'm doing both.
Okay, do both for me.
First of all, the spiritual aspect. Mm-hmm. Now you are doing this. You are exposing yourself. While wrong, who you are showing yourself. You are quote unquote masturbating. Do you know that opens room for demons? Do you know that opens room for spiritual marriages? Even Bemano or Dennis like all do good fam. Do you know what it means? No. I'm talking about the spiritual aspect of it.
I know the spiritual.
No,
but you know it's spiritual.
Nah, let's not do that.
No, let me land. Say nipa no ni wunchen.
Okay.
Nipa ni wunchen.
Right.
When God made sex, He made it for us to enjoy together,
Of
not
course.
with something being in the middle or something
No conjunction.
replacing that. Not toys, not masturbation, not videoing, nothing like that. In as much as the person is far away, now what do we do to substitute that? Minka so be any feelings, you have feelings. But that thing that you are doing is opening another door on its own. Especially, young fast spiritual and physical. Mema, do you know how long Mema ejaculate? Obi ejaculate for close to an hour. The moment that thought comes, it takes
Every
an
2
hour.
seconds we do.
No, the
Every 2
moment the
seconds.
thought comes.
Yeah.
Now let's say you start doing this with this person, it becomes a lifestyle. Now Bemano now has to be masturbating every time a thought of you come. Anytime on whom picture. Anytime. So now this man is putting himself into first of all, the health is not okay.
But how is the distance got to do with this? Because if the person, I think that's what Jasmine was trying to say. If the person was closer to you,
Yes.
you would do this.
No, but will you?
You
the
probably
person
sometimes.
close to you, will the person masturbate
So, but hold
for
on.
hours?
But hold on. If the person was close to you, right? The person might be even walking in the bedroom naked. You probably be seeing your wife naked, seeing your husband naked. Sometimes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So your problem is because it's going through the
What if they don't masturbate?
the transmission.
And it's just seeing me naked. That one too
Is it the
strong?
transmission? Is the transmission that is the problem or what?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
One,
Hold
and
on. Even
secondly,
if they
it's
don't
the
have
mind
sex
thing.
and they don't masturbate, okay,
So,
wait. If you-
anything-
wait, I'm
Let-
asking
let-
you
let-
one
let-
second.
let Jasmine come
No,
in.
I'm asking 1 second. Even if they don't masturbate, they don't do all of that since it's spiritual, highly spiritual for you. Madam Highly Spiritual. I'm changing your name on my phone to Madam Highly Spiritual. Let's just say they don't masturbate since
Right.
that is a sin.
Right.
Well, wherever they came up with that sin is, I haven't seen masturbate. Anyways.
It is.
Okay, that's what they say.
Iffy.
Please, hey, madam, you say you're highly spiritual one. Let's say the worldly
Physical.
people, I mean, the worldly people.
Explain
No,
to me.
let's just say I don't masturbate with my husband, right? We don't do all of that. And we just walking around naked. That one too is wrong. I know married couples that watch each other and they find it cute. They're married. Right, I think they actually spoke about it on the show that they watch each other play with themselves. The essence of foreplay, well, highly spiritual. For Becca says it's wrong, right? But that's the essence of foreplay. They're right next to each other. They find it attractive. So that is wrong too.
They are in the same room.
They're in the same room.
But she's coming
what
from
I'm
the.
trying
No,
to
no.
Wait,
say-
Hold on.
Kumasi, I get where
Jasmine,
you're coming
Jasmine,
from.
No, you're not being fair to what
I
she
am
said.
being fair.
Because she said.
No.
Now, what I'm saying is,
Kumasi,
the
I'm
person
being
is
fair. No, hold on. I'm being fair. If he's right next to me, watching me,
But playing with themselves as in toys
it's
and what?
masturbating, right? And
Okay,
toys and whatever. It's still masturbating.
She is saying masturbation and all that spiritually is not good.
I
That's
get it.
That's what she's
But
saying.
if my husband is in the room, I'm in the room. We have sex. There are different forms of sex, right? Maybe our foreplay is. I think I did a show about it on Relate.
Yeah, you did.
Our foreplay is he watches me, I watch him. We're in the same room. It's still considered masturbation. I am so sorry. However you want to put it, it's
Yeah,
still
it is,
considered.
it is,
But
it
in
is.
this
If they are
case,
playing
I'm
with
with my
themselves.
partner, and I'm just playing with just to entice him. He's doing it to entice me. Would that be wrong? I want to answer yes or no first before I continue, because my thing is my husband.
But she
What
can't give you. She can only
that's-
explain what she
I'm-
understands.
I'm
She can't give you a
explaining what I know.
yes or no.
Kumasi,
them,
that is
yeah.
technically still masturbation, but
It is
because he's next to me, it's
masturbation,
right.
Yes, but it's still masturbation.
So
But what I'm
masturbation is
saying-
wrong to you.
It's wrong to
But
me.
if he's
What
next
I'm
to me,
saying
it's
is,
right.
Why?
No, she said
why
masturbation itself is wrong. That's what
It's
she said.
our okay. So if it's our foreplay, how you gonna tell a married couple how to foreplay?
That
Because
is
highly
them.
spiritual.
I'm talking about me. What I understand.
Me
is-
personally, I feel like getting naked for my husband. I keep using the key word husband. Maybe taking a shower with my husband while he's away, or maybe let's say he's away on a trip. And we are having, whatever, and I'm taking a shower from him. I don't think it's wrong. That's just me.
But what if it leaks though?
Why will you?
We're
even
not
do
video. We are taking FaceTime. Me and my husband are FaceTime.
People could be people can be
Sorry.
screen recording.
Hey, Jerry.
But will you be happy
My husband.
No, hold on.
I want to use the word husband.
Let me ask the question. Will you be happy if the whole world get to see what you do in your
closet with
your partner?
There's a video that came out. There's actually a lawsuit. I think it's Oklahoma, right? That a married couple are in their home, having their moment, and somebody, a neighbor across, recorded them.
There we go again with it.
I get it that there's like you said, there is outliers. Hold on, I get it. But that moment with my husband on FaceTime, then we do then the phone call crabbe leaky. Have you heard some of our conversations on the phone? Then they also leak if we say that.
But that's not visual though.
I get it, but audio sometimes is deadly too.
But visuals.
But
that's not me. Then that's also an outlier.
Like.
How often do married couple? How often? Then that no. If we say that, then that's also an outlier.
How is that an outlier?
No,
we are
because
talking about
conversation.
Okay. So let's.
And also leaky.
So let's.
For FaceTime with my husband, how often does you and your wife FaceTime leak?
So let's put it this way.
I won't marry long distance.
Most people that do long distance, normally all these videos that we've been seeing, most of the videos that have been leaking, that we've all been seeing, most of them are long distance. It is hard.
Then please don't do long distance relationship.
If I am going home,
me, I will never.
I've
done it before. I won't do it.
You can't hold yourself.
It's not about holding ourselves. It's not about that. Please, as a woman.
Like Bawaro Ghana, man, my woman is probably 6 years away from me.
So that's 6 years now. How many times do you see your woman?
Once a year.
None.
There are married people that go to Ghana
10 years, they've
December.
not even seen them.
They've not seen each other.
Yes.
So are we going to say, because we are safe, I can't go shower with my
At least let me see the orange.
Let's be realistic. This is the reason you're not spirituality again.
I'm not talking about spirituality.
No.
I'm talking about
she's
me.
talking to herself.
I'm talking about me.
Personally.
You can't go to Ghana. You can't see your husband. You will not take a shower with your husband.
I won't do it.
Wow.
I won't do it. Then won't be painty. I won't do it.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
If your husband is begging for it, you
even if your husband is begging.
I won't even do it.
No, let's say if.
I won't do it because.
Yeah, she said she would do it.
I won't do it because you never know what, like. Do you
what
know
is the fear? What is the fear?
My fear is, one, I've seen people that trusted somebody that this person leaked their videos.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes they sell them.
They sell them.
Me, I have a rule, right?
And
I have a rule. I don't take pictures.
My dignity and my pride is important to me.
Okay.
If you really, really want this bad, take it, member.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay.
Because I feel like the moment you are putting yourself out there, first of all, you guys are the one enjoying, baby. You, baby, no.
The whole world is enjoying with you.
It's not even the whole world. You are the one pushing yourself to either cheat or sleep with other people because now you've gotten to a point where you always
have been pushed to the limit.
To the limit. I was using the men. You ejaculate for close to an hour. Now we need kasaye. Mo kasaye 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, koye bibi o adia sanye da or whatever. What do bema kopim bayana? Damn God must say.
Yeah, I do.
So it's either you find something to please you at that moment. Now, no, who do you go to? That is when they start calling. Me wait, now who said maid, master that. All these things is because we open ourselves to these things. Me personally, because I'm at a point where I realize marriage, relationship, and yet it's not the world to me. And yet no never mommy fulfillment. Na me wrong me who. Hey.
Let me ask you a question.
So
let me ask her a question. I want to ask her a question real quick. What is it called? So we won't do video calls. So is it okay? Like my husband, I want to keep emphasizing on my husband. We're a long distance relationship. Texting, because there are people, married couple, that start foreplay in the morning. Because I've heard people. I think one of the advice that a sexual coach told me is, as a woman, you start planning from the morning.
Yes.
So let's just say, let's take the start planning because this time they're not here. Would you text your husband, like you two being naughty together, texting each other? Would you do it?
Yeah.
You would do it. But and also, hold on. If video, no, right, a bit to me lead into something. For playing on the phone
So it
can
depends-
also
okay.
lead.
I
I'm
get what
sorry,
you're saying, but
because if
it
we're saying
depends
say,
on-
what I'm saying is, if we're saying it's a video call, will lead the person into cheating. If I'm video calling my partner, my husband, and it will lead the person into cheating. Foreplaying through text can also lead the person into cheating. Because if we're foreplaying and I'm texting my husband naughty stuff at work, there's a secretary sitting there. My wife is in Ghana. My wife is in here. There's a secretary sitting there. As a woman, my husband is in Ghana. We are foreplaying. I'm in the mood. There is somebody, a co-worker who, like you're saying, there are men that propose.
Of course.
Okay, so there is somebody out there who is willing to do it. That could also make them cheat. If we put the whole statement of video into your baby, what about for on texting?
Okay, so it depends
But
on
texting,
the
is it
context
okay?
you're coming
Is
from.
texting okay though?
Like
Would
I
you
said,
do it?
It depends on the context.
Define
you're
that. What's
coming
sexting?
from.
Sexting,
So
yeah.
it
What
depends
is
on
it?
what
Define.
how,
Sexting, sexual, innuendos.
Define.
Sexual innuendos.
So to me, I think that depends on where the context you are coming from, or as to how you are, what you call testing, sexting or whatever. Some days I'm like, hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to be in your bosom.
That's not sexting though.
That's not.
That's not
Okay.
sexting.
Sexting is sending photos
like,
and-
maybe besides photo, like Okay, let me use the Google definition.
Okay, give me-
Facebook will block us.
Then your colo.
Let me use the sexting
So
is
mommy playing politics here.
No.
So
my highly spiritual. Highly spiritual.
I mean, an impo. Hey.
Of course.
Okay,
Of course
sexting
you are.
means
It's not even.
sexting means using your phone, computer, or camera to take and send sexy messages or images. Usually, it could be selfies or messages. So it could be like I can't give an example. I'm so sorry because I'm very.
okay.
I can't wait to
Like when
sit
you-
on
like when you're
I can't wait to put it down on you. I can't wait to put my lips all over you. That's in a message. Like I can't wait to put it on you. I can't wait to touch here. I can't wait to that's sexting.
Oh.
Do you do that?
Oh yes.
But that could also lead you.
No, let me come. I remember before I was going, I only do that when I know that I'll come in 1 week. I'll come in 3 days to see you.
it's close. It's close.
Because
I understand. I love that. I love that.
because I want hey me if I want to social and me knowing that me the way I am, if it's not for Christ and baby so I know my weak point. I know how I am. So there are certain things I won't even venture. But then minimum saka 2 days, 3 days. I thought you saw me even post something
I didn't know you were going to Ghana. I didn't know.
Madam,
Do you know all this? Why I thought you were
it's
in
not by your sister, no. I prepare and send
you'll be changed.
Or you change. Because I buy or sis and Sunday
Please
with
leave me alone.
Sasa. No,
Leave me
okay.
alone. So when I know that
You are getting ready to go.
then I know that I have to put on my naughty cap. But
okay.
then nimpa for
How? Yeah.
stop.
Okay.
Every day.
So let's take sexting and all of the video out of the picture, right? I've had men, or I won't say me personally, please, I'm minding my business. There are men that even seeing your face turns them on. Seeing their face or even hearing your voice, right, turns them on. In that situation, you were not naked.
That's why I said that allow people to be people, because that is who they are. There are certain people that no matter what you do, every little thing turn them on. And it doesn't mean that they will be loyal to you for the rest of their lives because of who they are. Minimum beer or who belt keke belt. She feels like it's like what's also be guano. So that's when official
And that's why
BDSM, that's BDSM.
that's
No, it's
some
actually
people like
BDSM.
that.
Yeah, it's
Some
called,
people like
yeah.
that.
There's a name for
So
Damn.
that's them. But if you allow people to be people and know that you have a life before this relationship thing, you have a life before marriage. I think you focus on other things. I try my best to always keep myself busy, not because I can't sit idle, but then so that I take my mind off of a lot of things, so that I'm not doing a lot of things, because the devil will give you work when you are idle.
So in what situation will you say long distance? No.
when it's a forever thing.
Don't do it. Don't
When
do
it's a
it.
forever thing, when you know, say, Nyadia, you guys will ever live together. No.
What you mean live together? Say long distance.
No, but the long distance is not, like I said, it's
Because
not
I know
forever
people.
thing.
I know people in Ghana here. I mean, in America here, where they have wives in Ghana, that they have left them to come to America. 15 years in it, no paper.
That one,
They cannot go.
Oh, there's a lady that did an
At what
interview.
point? There are some guys that have married women in Ghana that they know they do not have people, that they cannot go.
There was a woman that did an interview with Delay recently. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah,
Yes, and she said that people advised her to leave because she could have married and had kids, but she stayed, only to find out the husband was married or got married here. So she wasted all her chances, like I think over 40 or so, before
But
she
can't
divorced.
can't
Please, me,
in
our advice,
situations
don't
like
do
that,
long
can't
distance.
can't the government set in when somebody intentionally puts somebody in that situation once they know that?
So they can divorce. You can divorce
can
without the
use
other partner.
Anything I'm saying,
Yeah.
say, wo nipa no, you know, like understand everything. Know what if it's long time thing, say this person that there's no way or better. Even sometimes, you know, as a woman, you have hope. Say nipa no too kind within 3-4 years, ebefa, right?
Right.
3-4 years and 5 close to 10 years, abba. And this person is not even giving you hope. This person is not finding how ways and means
to put them together. Yeah.
to put
But how
it-
they gonna
if
come? They don't have the paper.
If they can't come connection, then can they pay?
There are ways
for
around
marriage?
it.
Connection to do what?
No, not connection.
Me, I don't have it. I should let my wife to come and not have it too. And
I know a guy.
no, there's
Me
a-
and Bonnie Day, I know a guy. One second.
You
Over
can-
to me, I'm Obaba. I know a friend, right? Obaha. No, Nini Dio. But he said, say, Okache, I remember the words he told, say, to avoid, say, I would cheat on my partner, no, I will find a way. What he did is per connection, Emma and the wife by it. And son cry on the Benyani.
Emma or no buy or no buy no so the same situation. Yeah.
No, so what happened was on Barney by no ye Juma clearly. And also yen the process so benyani there, right? But no say to avoid temptation or find a way money way by, but he was still okay with
But my
it.
question
Are you
is-
in the buy and channel
No, hold on. My question is, you are in this
Me
situation.
can you cheat because Facebook is
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
You are in this situation. One can say emfa. O ma yin so aba be kan ho a emfa. E bi kura na dan kura untimi han bi. O ma oba so aba be kan ho e was sa situation.
But sometimes,
But it's better than leaving them in Ghana for 20 years.
sometimes it's not even about tell by your way cry. Sometimes you remember oban car file, obano aye paper now visa.
Hey paper way.
Ah,
I was always me a father.
that's so bet me like
Like wow, you don't have it already.
no, so you are not working.
I'm working.
Yeah, so whatever you get, that's what you can give. You
Nani
working
had na
up
me me
one
me the na me na me go for ba.
20 years.
I just say, how long was it?
Now maybe so what you say? So I am in the situation for 20 years. I've not been able to get mine
then
done. So what makes you think that somebody that is coming
This
to
is
start
my
afresh
favorite. You
is
know
going
why?
to
So
get
then I
that?
agree. Please, long distance, don't do it.
So
And I
Helena
agree you
Mentor is
shouldn't
asking
do
a
it.
question. Helena is asking a question. What is people's fear of long distance?
My personally, the reason
What
I will
is the
never do
fear?
long distance, I don't have a fear. It's just because trust has been broken so much that I feel like I can no longer trust the person far away. And I feel like if you're in a long distance relationship and the person is not making, let's say, making any plan, like I no can say, so, oh, me person, let's say if you're not married, oh, me worry, but there's no actual, they're not making any effort to change that whole long distance thing. I'm so sorry. For me, that is the reason I will not
But
do it.
somebody can be closer to you and still say mewari.
So then in this
That's not
situation,
issue
the
of long
reason why,
distance.
no, if the person is close to you, you get to see your actions a little different. I'm just saying. But if they're far away now, you don't really, like you said, phone conversation, they can put on a show. What by me? I'm not good at reading people fully, but if they're close, I can read at least certain things and realize that, Charlie, I'm wasting my time. Right? But if they're far away now, it takes a longer time for you to like figure that out. That's just me. So for me personally, the reason I can never a long distance, the maximum I'll do is 6 months. After 6 months, if the person has now moved to the same state. I've now moved to the same state. We've not made then worry. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
So in your
But
situation,
the way you
I will
guys are
only
saying,
do it for 6 months.
the way you guys are saying the long distance, like, let's use those that we can see the person. But so our portraying is like,
yeah.
if we say that they are not there as human being, now you are realizing how do I put it? Your priorities change.
Yeah, it does.
So you begin to put yourself in a position. Say, it's been 10 years. It's been say, why am I still even at pound 5 years ago? You know,
Please don't date long distance. So how long should you date long distance before you marry?
See this person. When you know I can see this person, we can build a life together. Then why not? And your forever thing is gonna end one day. So why
Ask
don't
your
you
question
sacrifice?
I agree with what you're saying. I really, really hear you, sis. You know I hear you. I don't like putting my personal business out anymore. But I hear you. I get what you're saying, that the person is putting things in place. But I'm telling you personally, okay, how long should you date a person in a long distance before you guys get married?
It depends on your plan. It depends on what you guys decided in the beginning. Because you can say 2 years. 2 years, maybe any plan you go school. Yeah, it depends on what you guys plan. Anything I say, whenever you are getting into a relationship, make sure that you have a plan. You guys put everything
what
in
if
place.
you have a plan from the beginning? You have a plan in place, right? Right, and then life starts happening.
Yeah.
I get that things happen. And then, but the person is no longer showing any effort, say, this can happen, but it's a decision. You have to wake up and say, okay, by this month, let's just end this long distance relationship. Let's take Ghana out of the picture and say America. People are in long distance relationship in America. I know somebody in a long distance.
Minnesota and Columbus, 13 hours drive.
I know somebody in a long distance relationship in America. They've been long distance for 5 years. That nonsense, don't do it.
Right? Why?
Don't do it.
Why?
As the president of Women Association, don't do it.
Why?
Take it from me.
Give me an example.
5 years, you're in Minnesota. Why can't you make a decision and say, okay, let's get married?
The job in Minnesota is good for you.
So then move the other person.
The woman is also saying the job in Columbus
and
is also
you two
good.
are not meant to
So
be
we
together.
are coming. We are coming to each other
you always
every
say,
other weekend. Like
you
I'm
say
trying
this. Marriage is a sacrifice.
No, hold
because
on.
we do that, people
I
be
say that.
sad.
Everybody
No,
needs
hold
to
on.
have a style.
We are not the same.
Yes.
There are some people that are doing this that is not working for them.
Well, God bless you.
I know
for
somebody-
me, I have done it, and I'm telling you, it's not worth it, because you will feel like you have a strong foundation. You will feel like you have this. They will still cheat on you, and then if you make
But that is. I always switch to your
Sister, before, right? Honestly, I'll say right now.
Body not
I'll
cool,
say,
sir.
I'm sure, but I'll say before. No. Me personally, I'll say long distance. If you're dating somebody long distance, have some limits. Say, okay, we're going to be long distance for a year, right? And then within that year, make sure. Look, words is easy for people to say. I will say, make sure so you're seeing signs that the person is putting things in place in order to end the long. What is, like you are saying, maybe my job in Minnesota is better, my job in Ohio is better, but you both have to come to a agreement. Say we can do plane tickets right now. Plane tickets. I'm trying to go to Hawaii in November. Plane tickets like almost $600. You get what I'm saying? Imagine how long are you going to do plane tickets every 2 weeks just to see this person? That is also cost.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like.
But when people are equally yoked, when you all come together and say, so this is what we are going to do.
So you come together, you have, like Kumasi, you told me this, and I'm going to use it back at you. It's a sacrifice.
Yeah, it is.
Relationships are sacrifice.
It is.
So I get that my job here will be good. Your job will be good. But let's come together, because let's imagine every 2 weeks you're spending $200 quite almost. Times it in a year. How long are you going to be doing this back to back? So you have to
producer do that for us 200 times
200 every 2 weeks. So we have 4 weeks
times
in a
26
year.
26.
Thank you. Imagine $200 for 26 whatever times. That's a lot.
A lot of
Then
money.
you guys could do something with it. 32 5,200. Okay, how long are you going to do 5,200? You get, because So I personally feel like you both should give yourself, let's say, a year. Your job is good, my job is good. But one person always has to sacrifice. So me, I always say pay. I always go with pay. Whose pay is higher? Let's come to an agreement and a conclusion. I will not date a person for more than right now. Jasmine sitting here. God bless whoever does it. Sister, I feel your pain. More strength to you. It's me sitting here 6 months, and even the long distance. Recently, somebody was telling me about Ghana, dating somebody in Ghana. I was like, I can't, because I've seen. I mean, I clear. So 6 months. Let's come to a conclusion. Let's get married. Say Ghana. Let's get married. Then put the process in. It might not take 1 year, 2 years. I know somebody 5 years still and buy it. But at least I know that we are making an effort to end the long distance. Like you said, there can be a time limit, but at least there is an effort. There are people in long distance relationship that they say with their mouth, say, we are going to end the long distance, but there's no effort. My thing is the action behind it. So I say, yes, if it's gonna do it. Love is love. You don't know where you find your destiny helper. You don't know where you find love. Love is love. You love who you want to love. But you have to make an effort to end the long distance. You can't stay long distance for a long time. Things happen. But it will be firewood. Let's be honest. As much as we want to, I respect yours, where you stand. And look, as much as I'm saying this, I respect it. I believe in what you're saying. But body no be firewood. People are weak. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. True. People are willing. People can fall easy. So in order to prevent, even though they might be closer and they can fall, but I personally feel like the falling when the person is closer is even less than when there's distance. If we have to be honest, if there's a distance that you can fall easier than if the person, you can fall even when the person is closer, but I feel like it's easier when the person is far. Let's end the distance. I don't support long distance relationship. I don't support it. I don't.
That's up to you.
No, I feel like you have a beautiful marriage. Don't get me wrong.
No, not me.
I know my mentor is married long distance, and they're happy.
It's not about me.
So
it's about others.
General, it's a beautiful thing, but Bridget,
but what I would say also is, when there are people that got married, they were living together and ended up in long distance because of job, because of stuff. So it all starts with, what is our vision? There are some people that
is very important.
They are building empires, and the person is in a different country, and the woman is here because of the sake of the school of the children, so that they'll have education. Now, what are we putting on the table? What is our priority? Because if it's sex, if you body fire, whatever, and can
you get it anyway,
if a man wants to eat, they know where to find food.
Of course.
So the thing is about you making up your mind that where are we going? Like, the picture of your future is what is important. And it's all about sacrifices.
It is.
Some people have sacrificed their
lot of
job
sacrifice
for their children, so that don't be
future.
Why are people allowing their wives? Let's use A+ as an example. Why is the wife
living in
UK? No, not in Ghana. It's because of their
their
future. Do you know the kind of businesses they are doing? Do you know how their children are?
It's the focus.
It's the focus.
So let me ask you this.
And I want to clarify. Let's not make it seem like it's because of sex. That's what I'm saying. That long distance is not workable. Let's not make it seem that way. I'm not talking about sex. I'm even if you take the sex out of the equation, that's not what I'm talking about. So I just want to clarify that it's not about sex. That's what I'm saying. I can't do long distance relationship. So let me clarify that. But please continue.
Okay. Since that has been clarified.
Because I think she made a statement that I'm like, I think maybe I'm being misunderstood.
I'm making a statement.
Sex is not the reason why.
But hold on though. But hold on.
Sex is not the reason I don't agree with.
But hold on. Let's not.
No, not you. No.
Let's not.
Sex is not the reason I don't agree with long distance relationships.
But hold on though. Let's also not make it look like sex is not important.
It is.
It is like
sex is very important. But it's not. It is. But it's not the reason why I don't agree.
I understand.
Because if the person is closer, I feel like I can build easily too. That's the reason why I don't agree with long distance.
Let me ask this.
Because somebody texts me and said because of sex, it's not meant for one. And I'm like, no, that's not the reason.
So let me ask this. So let's say I meet a woman in Ghana. I'm in America. I meet a woman in Ghana. And let's say she's doing, she's working in Ghana and things happens for her in Ghana. And she's telling me, in this situation, I'm saying she's telling you, move to Ghana. Is that a sacrifice that you can make?
Hold on.
The partner is telling you to move to Ghana because things are big.
Is it doing well?
Yeah, it's really doing well.
Bye-bye, America. I
You
know
move.
some amigos. I would.
Yeah.
Like your partner is a preacher, right? A preacher, a pastor,
Bye-bye.
right? Your husband is a pastor. so-
pastor.
A pastor.
Pastor Nye.
Does he pastor a church?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has his own church.
No.
Oh, but he's a pastor.
Yeah.
Now he calls you one day and says, hey, the Spirit says we should start our own church and I need you by my side. You going to leave everything and
I
go?
would.
You will?
I would.
So be back country saying Nyame say.
Pray yourself.
When anyone
Please.
It's no, bro.
Pray yourself.
No, this is your husband.
Please.
whenever anybody tells
I'm not saying
you
say
something,
so, but I'm saying
Yeah,
like your
whenever-
husband come to you and say,
whenever anybody comes to you and say Nyame say,
God says.
you have to obey. And if it's not true, on Nyame asem.
Hold on, calm down. Hold on. You just hold on. Let's deviate real quick. Obiba, I had a guy. I'll never forget that day. 3:30 a.m.
Say Nyame say.
3:30 a.m. That I was so pissed. Because mind you, I just slept. Of him at 3:30 a.m. He's in London. Jasmine, I was praying. And God said, "Now my wife." I was like, hey.
But what if
He got married last year.
But God said that you didn't allow that.
Please, I prayed myself. He's lying.
Why are you gonna say
Because I wasn't the only girl he did it to.
Oh, so he kiss you.
Oh, who pretty girl, yeah.
Nyame say.
I miss
That's
Since
why
I don't do that.
That's why I say
So if I had married him, no.
But obeying doesn't mean go mad.
Go
So
marry.
Nyankopon the
Oh,
Obey
prophecy.
means that you go,
Me
you go
ask him
ahead.
which God?
Yeah.
Me ask
Yeah,
him which
ask-
God? What type of God?
There's the level of obedience. It's
I'm
not
crying.
all kind of sorry.
Yeah.
Giddy. God said, yeah, me too. Why is it? What is my purpose in that? Why do God need me in that? Whatever that you are doing, why do God want my presence? And if God wants my presence in His there, then I obey and go. But then if God doesn't want my presence, but because I am a helpmeet, I come there. What about what about our future here? What about our children here? What about something that maybe we've already started here?
Yeah.
Does that collapse because everything
God
is
says
speaking or
in
everything is
Ghana.
speaking for you over there?
Okay, so let's say you bought your house here, you have a business here, you have your African market, whatever you have. God says, come home, let's build a church. We are going to a village, a hinterland in Ghana. We are going to build. That's what God instructed. You sell them. You sell the business. You sell the business. You sell the house and take the money back home.
Let me tell
And
you,
go
guys,
build.
So that's your
Genesis-
husband.
That's your
in
husband.
Genesis,
Right.
when God created everything, God whatever God created, He steps back, He verifies, then He says that it is good.
Yeah,
So there has to be verification. God says, "Nyame di okasa."
of course.
He talks.
Of course.
But and when He talks to, He doesn't tell you, say, "Oh, we away in a DH. He just tell you, go.
Go and do it.
Go ahead. So you have to verify.
Yeah.
This is what the man is saying. Yes, he's the head, he's whatever. This is what he's saying. But then let me also go and verify.
So
pray.
how you going? You pray. So how long are you gonna? Your husband is starting the church. You are supposed to even before you are supposed to be with your husband to build together.
Yeah.
Your husband has carried the cross. You have to help your husband
Yeah.
carry this cross.
Yeah.
You are saying that you're also going to verify that if your husband should carry the cross or
praying,
not.
and the praying and the verifying is me knowing that this is what he heard. Just say not here.
Until we need the ukunu kenni.
But when God says something, there's a lot of people that
So
he
if your
verify
husband,
through.
so let's take it this situation. Just
You're
if
not making me land though.
Oh, okay.
So whenever that God speaks, there are people that also get to know what God is speaking.
Okay.
So if this person says, "Oh, this is what God says," I agree. I'm your helpmate. I'm going to support you.
Okay.
But then let me also verify. Let me pray also. Let me also make sure that we are hearing well, because sometimes too you may feel like you're hearing, but then that's not it. So we hear If it's okay, even if I don't feel like I need to be a part, because I'm equally yoked with you, my responsibility is to support and help. But now my problem is, do I need to be there to support? Or I can be here and so support? Or we can do other things
so
to
if
support.
you can be here, the man will not call you to come.
Oh, but say it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
We can support.
I mean, within
and
6
then we
months,
take,
actually in Columbus here, houses sell within 5 days.
yes.
Businesses sell
they
within.
can sell.
So
But then
within 2 weeks, you should be able to make the
But
decision.
then you can't just get up and sell everything because you go. You need to also put things in place.
Yeah.
Now, Kolawom, now we find school there before I come there.
Oh,
It
gotta,
takes one day to
gotta,
find
they
Oh.
find school.
It
Yes,
takes one
but then-
day.
Even in the winterland, they probably know school. You are your family can homeschool.
Oh, the Ghanaian girl be not, white girl be not speaking Chini, your friend is saying. Kuma, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So no, so need parents. They homeschooling, so you don't need worry about.
So Helena Bento says, my best relationship was long distance,
Yeah.
Her
and we
husband.
got married. I was able to see all the signs I needed to see. Women sees the signs, and most of the time, we just ignore and imagine it to be how we want it.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. because
We
you
do
wanna
see
know
the
somebody,
sign,
you
but
know
for
their
me,
wife.
long
But people
distance,
can be misled.
long
No.
distance, you can. Let's not. I get it that when people are in long distance relationship, it's different. But I personally feel like you can see the signs. I get it, but when it's long distance, it's a little different. I'm so sorry. Whatever you want to say, Helena, God bless you, saw the sign. You too, you're lucky. You at least you see it. But for me, I personally think yes, long distance, you see the sign, but you don't see it 100%.
It's not crystal
It's
clear.
not
It's not
I
4K.
personally, so yeah, you can say that, but I don't want us to
But
make the
whatever
notion that
sign-
you
whatever
see the
that-
sign and you're blind to it.
Whatever
No, you're
sign
not.
are
You just
seeing, you have intuition.
okay.
Intuition, okay.
Whatever sign you are seeing. So let's say I've started dating you. You are in, let's say, Colombia, and we are talking,
Kofani Mamba.
and you are talking.
Yeah.
From how you react, from how you talk when you're angry, from how when you pick your call you say hello, from how when I'm angry you hang up. Everything is a sign, because Subai it shows up
And
anywhere.
people can pretend though.
But then you can't pretend 100%, my dear, because you've lived with that lifestyle for long.
But you gotta also understand that the person you are now with 100%, so whatever they put up is what you are gonna get.
But whatever they are putting up as a tint of who they are in them.
Of course, that is true.
If let's say you don't like bathing, and I call you 3 consecutive evenings, my for Jerry, that be Jerry on a panel. Where Jerry? Oh, and she'll toy me from na me for my paper me home, my shatter. Whoop Jerry. You
You
so
know.
you see, it's how.
So what you are saying is, if I understand what you are saying, what you are saying is, regardless of how you try to hide this,
You
something
see.
will reveal.
Something will reveal.
Okay. So
Something
we just
will
have to be
reveal.
vigilant.
Yes. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Me, the only reason why I cannot do is, Charlie, the sex part is very important to me. Me as a man, I know I'm speaking for a lot of men. The sex part is very important to me. You know, most men, when we are stressed, we want sex. Women, when they are stressed, they don't want sex part. Men, and my life, I'm mostly stressed. So, you know what I'm saying? I need it. So to have my partner living far away from me, behaja.
Yeah.
It's not like, but I really understand. I really appreciate you that you have been able to do this. I feel like it's not for everybody.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not for me.
It's not for
Me
everybody.
especially, it's not for me.
It's not for everybody. It's I want to see my wife.
Been
Like
there, done that. Yeah, it's not.
me, if my wife is stepping out, I want to see what my wife is wearing.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to.
Too, that's why I say it's all about communication and how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes, you take pictures, say this what I'm wearing, this one. So it's how you set
It's different,
everything.
no, him.
how
It's
you
different than
set-
my man seeing me right up like, yes, Betty. Yeah,
Man,
it's
some of the features too. Charlie,
it
the
doesn't-
thing be orange, but it shows
You know,
yellow.
there's some pictures, right? You could look better in person
But you do
than on
video
pictures.
show.
Ghana Music Awards, right? I wore a dress. When I posted the picture, the girl's like, it looks so much prettier in person than on picture.
Oh.
And we have that. You take a selfie and you look in the mirror like, nah, I look better.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
but
but
I'm
it
not
comes with
doing it.
dedication. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm
people,
not doing it.
people like her need to be celebrated because
Yeah, you're strong.
It's not easy.
McDonald's, yeah, McDonald's.
It's not easy. You know, it's not a. It's a dedication. I know the marriage itself is a dedication. The distance is another dedication.
Double.
It's like
My
risk the
power.
power too because, imagine you coming home all beat down, and then you open the house and it's only you. The only smell you smell in the house is you. You know, sometimes when I walk home, I could smell my wife in the house. You know what I'm saying? And
It gives you some time.
just the mere fact that I know that I'm driving home.
My wife is home.
My wife will be, I know the spot that she'll be sitting. You know what I'm saying? When I open my main door, I know the spot that she'll be sitting. That itself, no, Charlie, it gives me joy. It just, and then all of a sudden I have to imagine, by this time, I'm going to bed. Okay, let's say what time it is. It's 10 o'clock here. My wife is living in California, 3 hours difference. Probably my wife is partying. Just the thought of that will kill me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I respect people like you because it's not easy. It's not easy. And the temptation not to do certain things, like you are saying, I will request it. I will come, you know, at 10 o'clock we are doing this, right? You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm saying that most men will do it.
Yes.
Most women would.
Even
Most women will do it.
They do it. So
You know what I'm saying? So it is not easy.
It's tough.
And also the fact that it can also leak. Even though you know it can leak. Especially you're doing this with somebody that probably, there are some men that let their wife do stuff and they leave them after the wife do. So, bro, this it's
I
it's
feel
tough.
like choose who you love. Love is
It's
love.
tough.
You can't choose, like you said. Your husband probably makes you the happiest than any man will. Your husband builds you. So I would choose who you choose, but don't put yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. That's just,
And when you love yourself more and better, you don't expect that from somebody else. Because when you love yourself,
So then how do we get
No,
married then?
yeah, you can love yourself better. You can. Me sitting here, I can say I love myself 100%.
You could love yourself
you know me.
100%, but maybe you are not loving yourself right.
That's also true.
Yes.
You can love yourself and not love yourself right, but you can love yourself. Does not, because you love yourself and you know yourself, does not mean you put yourself in a situation that you can't handle. I want people to hear from a different. You know, I get it that you've done it. You know yourself. You know your part, so it helps for you.
Yes,
there
that's
might
what
be
I'm
a draw
saying,
somewhere that'll be like, okay, because I love myself and I know myself, I can do long distance
No,
relationship.
no,
Long distance relationship is a different type of
It's a
commitment.
course on it.
It's a whole different. The relationship, like Kumasi said, the marriage is a commitment itself. But adding long distance is a whole different type of commitment. So loving yourself and knowing yourself does not give you the mechanism to go into. I hope I'm saying the right word. Does not give you the tools or whatever it is to go into a long
They are
distance.
apparatus.
Make a choice for yourself. I support long distance relationship. I support anybody that has done it. I've sat down and I realized I can't do it. I've done it. I see how it is. I see what goes into it. I see the lights and all of that. I can't do it. Me, yeah. So make a choice for you.
But you see why I also sometimes don't get what you are trying to say.
Me, I won't do it.
But okay, I understand you won't do it. But why sometimes I get confused with what you say is when you say the lies is in short distance too.
When I say lies,
you could be living with your
pretend.
your wife, and they may be pretending.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
don't get
so
me
that
wrong.
is not the distance causing that.
I have the firm belief
Okay.
that for me, when a person is closer, the level in which it's higher, lower. I have the firm belief. If we're in the same state and you lie to me that you are in bed, right?
There's a possibility I'll meet you at
There's
the
a
party.
possibility I'll meet you in Kroger. I'll meet you at a party. There's a possibility that my sister or him right here will see
see
you
you,
somewhere.
yeah.
Like, oh, Charlie, I just saw your man.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I
But
thought he
you-
said he was in bed. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just saying it. For me, please. Nobody should come for me. I'm saying me. It's not for, and the way my brain works, I want a person closer. Because if I'm working on something, I want hands-on. I like hands-on type of person. That's me. I'm act of service. That's my love language, act of service.
Yeah.
So I'm hands-on. If they're distance, they could be hands-on, but it's not the same, right? Even if we're in the same America, it's not the same, you know. So I want somebody closer that I can run to. And I'm the type I want to be.
So let me ask you this.
I can't.
Do you? So how far is closer?
Like, even if we're in America and we do long distance, my limit is 6 months for me right now sitting here.
So let's say
now.
we are in America. We are in you are in Columbus, Ohio. Let's say I'm in Indiana.
Yeah,
Just like 4 hours
Yeah,
drive.
I'll do it.
It's something that you can do.
6 months.
Oh, really?
6 months.
Okay.
I have my personal reasons why
I
I won't
understand.
share
I understand.
for 6 months, but personally, I say 6 months. After 6 months, there has to be like concrete action. Okay, we are going to be married by December.
But we married. I'm still living.
6 months. We are married, and you are living in Indiana. Why am I living in Ohio? Why are you living? There has to be a reason.
Yeah, you're doing a better job, and I think you should keep the job. And I'm also eyeing a position down there.
4
And I think
hours.
that- yeah. Can you
Personally, I
manage
feel like
that?
there has to be sacrifice.
But you can manage that, right?
I could manage 4 hours.
You just don't like the Atlantic Ocean thing.
I don't like not even the Atlantic Ocean. I don't even like New York. Me, yeah.
8 hours.
Jersey, me, yeah. Anywhere, me, yeah. 6 months. Even if we're married and like I get people drive truck. I know truck drivers that are gone 5 days out of 7 days. They see their partners Saturday, Sunday, right? That's acceptable. So if you're in Indiana, you're Monday to Friday. Even if you're in Columbus and we work, I don't want to see you every day. If we're in Columbus, so in Indiana, okay, weekend no, so that one I will understand a little bit.
But that's 6 months, right?
But 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 month. No, don't do it.
Start him out.
Don't do it.
I think I should have asked you this even when we started. What gives you the strength? I know you are passionate about it and all that, but what gives you that strength? Where do you get that strength from?
God.
God is good.
God. I know what him is going to say. God. God.
I was not.
I love you. But no, dear. We can't. I love you.
I'm
God.
not even gonna say about God.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to say God? Oh, I'm shocked. You left your best friend.
Or he was surprised.
Hima, you left your best friend. Jesus. God is even shocked with you.
I'm not gonna say about God. I was gonna say, it's about the vision that we have and where we want to see ourselves. I think that I can say that I'm so addicted to our future than now. That
That's a right.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I'm addicted to
I'm
our
addicted
future.
to our
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
that now,
I'll add that to a business slogan. I'm addicted to my future. I
yeah.
like
So that now
I
is
get that.
like, hey. Boy, I just want to do what I need to do to get there. So that's it. Some days it's not, but then I look.
that. Bigger
I
vision.
I think I have a picture in my mind that I see that. So anytime that I feel like I'm getting discouraged, I'm like, yeah, that's it. I
That is
can't carry out
thoughtful.
crawling.
Hey,
but
you're
yeah,
making me
we-
want to be long distance. Right now, I'm like, hey, my long distance. My way.
yeah, because
Oh, I like that.
because if you know where you are going, it doesn't matter how you are getting there.
Yeah.
What matters is let's get there.
We will get there.
Yeah, I think that's.
Wow.
She's making me now
It's
rethink my
about the
relationship
picture.
choices.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yo,
Right
what
now, I'm
happened?
thinking about my relationship choices. Hold on, no. God, you'll be a friend, Yana.
It's. I just think that this thing is an individual thing.
Yeah.
But if you are gonna get in it, you gotta be focused. You gotta know that there are some sacrifices that you have to
Yeah.
make.
Yeah.
Me, what I fear most is the time too.
Yeah.
The time difference.
Yeah.
Because some people can barely sleep. And then when you call them at certain times, maybe the tonation that you are going to get in your ears, you're probably not going to call the person again. You can judge the person and say, oh, this person, when I call her, she did this or he did this to me, but it might not be the person.
So you
Might
have
be
a
that the
schedule.
situation.
Like you have a schedule. Know that this is the time that this person can talk. This is the time that they can. If you have a schedule, sometimes things pop up. I'd be like, hey, is it okay to talk? Something like something about Fred, not on Namboliga, wada. So you just leave a voice message when you get up. Like, so it's just me. I think that it's and your personal
day
sir.
on.
I didn't, but your personal sir. Live your life. If it's school now, cash school. If something you're doing, do it. Make sure that you are busy. You are feeling that time now. But now I a PD party. Ever soon I want you call me. You're not going fire BB because Nippon no living a life.
Keep yourself busy.
The person is living their life. If today, if something happens to the person, you are not the first person they will call. You get it?
Of
Because
course.
there's
There are
a
people down there that they are going to call first.
so why?
Or you kill yourself. I think I agree with that
Me,
one.
I don't.
You know?
I don't.
That's why I say I used to tell my wife that call 911, she get pissed off at me.
I know.
You see, I'm calling you, I can't get hold of you. See, call me if it's an emergency, call 911. She get pissed off at me.
Yeah, I'll be
you know, but if I'm at work, if I'm somewhere, I cannot do anything to help you in the moment that you need the help. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Oh no, I understand, and God bless you. You can keep yourself busy. I keep myself busy more than anything. I keep myself busy more than anything. But as much as you keep yourself busy, you're still human. Let's not forget the human aspect in people. I keep myself, I work 9 to 5, you work on your own, you do this, I do that. You know, you keep yourself busy, but sometimes when you get home, if your pillow could talk, if my pillow could talk, they will talk.
Oh yeah.
Even this morning, me and my pillow had a conversation like, Charlie, the loneliness is real. Okay? What's good? No, I'm being honest. Like this morning, I was telling my pillow, like, Charlie, it's you and I have a full-size body teddy bear.
Oh.
We have the longest conversation. All I am saying is, as much as you want to keep yourself busy, sometimes you still need that connection. You still need that partnership. You still need that friend. You still need that union. Anybody that does long distance, God bless you. Hey, more strength to you people. You've done great. You're doing great. You especially, I'm gonna give you like 4 years. Not my cup of tea. I say if that's where you find love, love is love. If I find love across the ocean, baby, I'm gonna take it. And if I find love right here on 161, I'm gonna take it. We are on 161. Our building's on 161. If we find love right here on 161, I'm gonna take it. If I find love on More Short, I'm gonna take it. Where I find my love, I think it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Personally, I have assessed myself. I have done the work on myself. I'm still doing the work. And I have realized that distance does not help me. Especially for my mental state, it doesn't help. You know, for me, it will just be a whole lot of, as if it will help if, let's say, I meet the person long distance, but we've decided, okay, in 6 months, this distance will break or we'll take action in order to end the distance. I would do it. So I feel like it's a personal, like Kumasi said, it's a personal thing. Assess yourself. Know who you are. Don't do it because everybody is doing it.
Or you see somebody make
Do
it happen.
it. Because I see Ohima happy in her long distance and she's doing it, does not mean when I do it, I'll get the same result. So do it because you want to do. Because the masses are jumping off a bridge, does not mean you jump off a bridge. Because right now, long distance has become a thing on Instagram.
Oh, really?
You see, my long distance husband meeting my long distance boyfriend. UK America right now is the one that is hot right now.
But American girls are saying they like the accent of the UK
Oh
voice.
yeah. You know, when
That's what you'll
when
be
that
saying.
UK people talk, let's be honest. When Idris Elba talks, I'm like, oh God. But anyways, you some right now. I'm thinking about that UK people.
So Helena Bento
do
says
it when it works for you.
you can still see all the signs. All of it is when you visit.
Helena is speaking on an individual.
When they visit.
Yeah, when you visit.
How they
Yeah.
talk to others and relate to others. you only not see these signs if you can. Oh, you only not see these signs if you can each other. And mingle with friends and family together. You can still see them all. Yeah. Be vigilant.
Yeah.
I think, yes, I agree.
It's a yes and no. What
it's a yes and no. For me, it's a 50-50. Yeah. Helena, how long was she long distance before she got married and they came together? It was, what, a year and a half, 2 years? Do you get what I'm saying? She's doing 4 years. That's two different people talking.
And one is Ocean.
One is Ocean. So before Helena is speaking on us, and she was New York, Chicago.
One you need to hear Mushe.
There's difference.
The other one you take.
You need $3,000 tickets. $3,000.
Hey, let's give a clap for.
You're doing it.
You made it.
God bless you. You've added clapping. Producers added clapping to I cannot. But now I feel like it's an individual thing. Because it worked for Helena, it worked for him. It doesn't mean it might work for you. Do the work yourself. Be like she said, know yourself. When you know yourself and you know who you are, there's some things you will not put yourself in. So that's my take on the show. But hey, my sister, I'll buy you McDonald's after I got you more grace.
Emma, your last words, so we can leave.
So my last
Saturday.
words, I want to applaud everybody that is doing this. It's not easy, but then as you are going through it, know that is the future that matters, is what you see in the person, because what you saw in that person is what made you want to sacrifice. And I remember I posted a video that says that sometimes the pain may be greater than the sacrifice, but then when you know that after the sacrifice there is another seed or another thing that is going to blossom out of the pain, you know that, hey, it's worth it. You know, I would say that you can do it if you know that this is it, this is the person. Just give it a shot, and it's gonna help you, and everything's gonna be fine. The next thing is, as you are going through it, seek to heal yourself from a lot of things that you think that needs to be worked on. There was a point where I realized that mikasa crying. I realized that, hey, on the phone, when I get angry, I can talk anyhow. But then when
and lack of sex can make you angry.
Yeah.
Angry.
It's not about that.
But lack of sex can make you really angry.
Subai, you know, sometimes the subai also.
But lack of sex play.
Yes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So you need to work on certain characters, because it's nipa no. But then there are things you are turning this person away or turning this person off. So let's work on ourselves. We will get there. We're not 100%. Nobody's 100%, but it will work out.
God is with us.
Yes, God is with us. Have you said God?
Madam God.
God is with us.
So with me, I think that you gotta examine yourself well, especially men. Charlie, that thing is hard.
Don't do it.
You know, we are very visual. You know, women. I have seen a lot of women that have been faithful to their men, that have traveled for like 6-7 years. The women have been able to be faithful. The men cannot do it. You know, this all you too free. And we know when we were talking, especially when you deal with people, imagine when your husband work with people, like a teacher or software. You know, they have access to so many people. You know, media, people in the media. If your husband is in the media, it's a DJ in the nightclub, and you know, you have to weigh all these things. It's not easy. It is doable. Me, I can't do it. I know my flaws. I've examined myself. I cannot do. I don't think my producer can do it either.
But also that he can't.
You know, I cannot do it. So if you think you can do it, you just to be honest with yourself. Because you don't also want a situation where you are going to promise somebody, I'm going to do this with you, but you cannot really stay faithful to the person. I don't think that helps. With that being said, I would like to say thank you, Ohema, for coming. This was supposed to happen last week, but you know, something happened.
She went and changed her engine and came back.
Something happened that couldn't happen. Thank you very much. Jasmine, as always, you know, you hold it. So run your ads and let's go.
Today's videos were proudly sponsored by Believers Attire. Believers Attire is a Christian-themed t-shirt which aims to start conversations and to motivate and affirm our trust in God. Kumasi wore one today and it says, give it to God and go to sleep. Koda, give it to God and go to sleep. That is my life goal. You know, I always sleep is very important. But anyway, and there's so many more. If you want one of the shirts, reach out to 220-465-0822. Inkwell Printing for all your printing needs, business cards, envelope brochures, rubber stamps, photos, everything that you need. Reach out to Inkwell. They're located 1900 East Dublin Granville Road, Columbus, Ohio 43229, or give them a call on 614-888-2201. Let me take the number again. It's 614-888-2201.
Yep.
RG Kids Portrait. They specialize in maternity, kids, and baby shoe. It comes with decor and attire. RG Kids Portrait. You can find them on Instagram, RG_kids_portrait. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. RG Kids Portrait for all your baby needs, okay? These kids are growing. You better capture the pictures right now. Reach out to them. And your girl right here, I am hosting a Sip and Shop October 14th. It's a free event. Come network. Let's mingle. Let's chat. Let's build together. It's going to happen on 3400 Clubway Court, Powell, Ohio. 3400 Clubway Court. It's a free event. It's October 14th at 4:30 p.m. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or anybody here at All That Matters. So, yeah, that's it for today.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Catch you next time.